Hello, how is everybody doing? Welcome to the live. How's it going? I'm here to talk about reality creation and manifestations, specifically the law of assumption. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Brooke, and I teach you how your thoughts become things. So if you're familiar, that is law of assumption. So what you dominantly assume to be true is what will materialize into your world. So today I want to talk about self-concept. So self-concept is the way that you view yourself in relation to your desire. So what is your story when it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest? Are you trying to manifest a car? Are you trying to manifest your dream home? Maybe more money, maybe a relationship. So it comes down to your point of awareness and the story that you hold around that desire. So who are you being? Are you saying that you don't have it? Are you saying that you don't have the car? Are you saying that you're not worthy of the home? Are you saying that people leave you in relationships? So who are you being? Step into the version of you that has your desire. So this is why we talk about self-concept, because truly there is no one to change but self. So when you are manifesting, you are not changing anyone other than you. So you're changing you, you're going inward. You are changing your thoughts and the story that you hold about the people, places, and things in your life. So that's your self-concept. So become aware of your self-concept, right? Start to tell a story that's more favorable, something that's in alignment with whatever it is that you want to experience, because truly you get to have it all and nothing is off limits. The only limitation is the one that you put on yourself. So stop telling yourself a limited story. Stop speaking down to yourself. Stop saying that you don't have it. Because remember, imagination is first cause. Your world is the effect. So you have to persist in the knowing in your imagination that your desire is yours. Creation is finished. All possibilities already exist. So you're not actually creating anything. You're selecting. So you're selecting the version of you that has the desire. So creation is done. You were not meant to carry the burden of creation. You were meant to just select, because creation is God's job, right? So you don't need to do anything other than affirm who you are. And you do that through the story that you hold, which is your self-concept. So ask yourself, if you're trying to manifest love, who are you being? Are you being the version of you that's prioritized, that's loved, that's chosen, that's cared for, that's adored, that's devoted to, where your person maybe appreciates you? Like, you should be thinking that you are the best thing since sliced bread, and that your SP finds you irresistible and you're the only one for them, and you have not a worry or a doubt or a fear when it comes to anyone other than you, because you're the only thinker in your reality. So you're assigning the roles that people are playing in your life. So if there's a third party, then that's your creation. That came from you. You selected that reality. So make sure you're mindful of the story or self-concept that you hold, because that's what will advance into your future. So be mindful. Tell yourself a better story. Start to affirm who you are. Start to think from the end of the wish fulfilled. We talk about that a lot in this community. What is the wish fulfilled? That's thinking from the consciousness of the solution, not the consciousness of the problem. Thinking from the consciousness of the result. Thank you so much, Gus, for the heart me. So really, it takes a disciplined mind and a strict mental diet in order for you to manifest. And it's not to say that you can't have a negative thought ever. You're human. It happens. It happens to me all the time. It's about persisting in the knowing of who you are. It's about returning to the new story over and over and over again. So keep persisting and keep telling that story, and then that's what you will see, or what will be reflected back to you in your world. So give things good meaning and be persistent in your desire. Know that it's done. Know that it's yours. And don't let the 3D phase you, right? The 3D is just old thinking. It's just yesterday's story playing out. It's finishing its scene. So be mindful, and you get to have anything that you desire and anything that you want. And if you need help, I do have my new self-concept course. It's linked in my bio. It's amazing. It's going to change your life. So check the link in my bio. Or you can check out my free guide. It's called Embody the Best, how to go from wanting to expecting the best, and knowing that your desire is yours because you yourself are the best. So you deserve nothing but the best. So you get to have everything that you want, anything that you desire. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Brooke, and I talk about reality creation and manifestation, and specifically the law of assumption. So I'm going to answer your questions. I do answer every single person's question. So If you have a question about manifesting, drop it below. I will get to it. Sometimes I get behind, but I will answer it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much for liking the live. Aw, Kivani, I hope I'm saying your name right. You're so sweet. Thank you so much for taking a moment to uplift me. Karucha said, hi, Brooke. Hello, how are you? Thank you guys so much for liking the live. Erica, hello, how are you? Good morning. Somebody said, good evening, Coach from Florida. Hello, how are you? How's the weather in Florida? Drede said, life and the power of the tongue. Absolutely. Your word is your wand. So your thoughts, your word, create things in your life. So it's really important to be mindful of what you're saying, how you're speaking to yourself. Speak highly of yourself. Speak life into yourself. Be intentional with your word, because if you know that your word is creating your reality, get clear on what you want. Start to tell that story. Don't tell the old crappy story where you're struggling and you're in lack and you're in scarcity, because then you're creating more of that. And I don't want that for you, and you don't want that for you. So persist in the knowing that you get to have it all. Anything that you want, anything that you desire is yours. Don't let the 3D fool you into thinking that you don't have it, because you do have it. It's yours. Creation is finished. It is done because you declare it. You are that powerful. You are Christ consciousness. Nothing is separate from you. So anything that you want, it's yours. Just decide it. Someone said, is this Eckhart Tolle type of stuff? This is law of assumption. So yes, Eckhart Tolle talks about the power of now. So yeah, I mean, it's related. Sparrow said, now this is the tone that would make someone decompress unknowingly. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Someone said, can you define spirit? Well, I don't teach that. I just teach that you are your I amness, you're your thoughts, your God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence. If you want to call that spirit, you can. Whatever works. Just know that you're creating your reality and that your thoughts become things. That's it. That's all. Aton said, good morning. How are you, beloved? Did you eat breakfast? I didn't. I actually don't eat breakfast. I don't know why. I just kind of skip it. If I do have breakfast, it's usually like protein powder. But I haven't been eating breakfast lately. So no, I have not eaten breakfast. Not yet. My season said, I'm new here. Hello, welcome. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Where am I? I am in Indonesia, and I just started live, so I'm just getting started. Greetings from Serbia. Hello, how are you? My season said, yes, ma'am, I agree with what you're saying right now. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Joel said, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Ibrahim said, thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Deez, I appreciate you. Eve said, hey, sunshine. Hello. I'm celebrating Eve. Everybody go show Eve some love. Go follow her. She puts out beautiful, positive daily content on how to be a good human. She talks about like a myriad of things. But I saw you. I'm celebrating you because Eve just hit 1,000 followers here on TikTok, which is amazing. If you are a creator on here, you know consistency is key to keep showing up. So she put in the work. She got her 1,000 followers. And then I saw her first TikTok shop video. So that's exciting because I know that you can start in TikTok shop once you have your 1,000 followers. So congratulations, Eve. I'm so happy for you. A-Town said, all good. Always love to be here with you. And the gang, all good. I know, you guys bring such good energy. So thank you so much for being here. You said, thank you, sweetness. You're so welcome. King, hello. How are you? So what are your questions, guys, on reality creation, manifestation, law of assumption? What are your questions? I'm here to answer them. I'm here to help. And also, again, if you need help, check the link in my bio because I do have a free guide. It's called Embody the Best, how to go from wanting to expecting the best and knowing that you yourself deserve nothing but the best. So you get to have anything that you desire, anything that you want. King said, any advice for young guys? For what? What do you mean? Just know that you're God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence. What do you mean? Advice on what? There's so much advice to give. Tabula, thank you so much for reposting live and thank you for the follow. King, hello, how are you? Thank you guys for the follow. Thank you all for the likes, for the hearts. I appreciate it. Eve, thank you for reposting live too. I appreciate it. It really is so helpful. Eve, are you ever going to go live? You going to go live? Sun Molly said, oh, thank you, Sun Molly. I appreciate you. King said, I like your content. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Brooke said, on my way to sleep, but happy I caught you. Oh, well, I hope you have sweet dreams. So yes, thank you so much for stopping by. I just got started on the live, so it's pretty quiet on here. I've noticed that my morning lives, I think it's because you guys are headed to sleep. I should get on earlier, but I'm not. I could, but I'm like, nah. I like my morning routine. I like my slow mornings. But my evening lives, which are y'all's morning, they've been like so many people. I've had literally in the last few like 300, which has been awesome. Following you from Senegal. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Phoenix said, how can I redirect my thoughts when my baby daddy pisses me off? Well, remember that everything's coming from you, so everybody's reflecting you. So just literally, here's what I would do, Phoenix. When you're in the moment, so this is when I talk about having a strict mental diet, because this is when you have to go inwards and say, I know that this came from me. I know that this is the old scene, the old story playing out. And I know that, hold on one second, sorry. I gotta send this to someone. Sorry. So in the moment, this is when you have to have a strict mental diet. So you said, how can I redirect my thoughts when my baby daddy pisses me off? So in the moment, you have to say, no, I'm greater than my circumstances. This is a circumstance. This came from me. This is just the old scene playing out. It's just the old story. And literally in the moment, I have done this many times where someone is saying something that I don't like, something that's unfavorable, something that I don't want to hear. I just go inward and I imagine them saying it, right, in the way that I want them to say it. So imagine him being kinder, nicer, and that he's saying what you want him to say. You do it all in your imagination. So you don't react. You don't say, you're disrespecting me. Don't talk to me that way. In your imagination, go inward and start to envision, imagine, visualize him saying it differently. Imagine the words, imagine yourself feeling calm, at ease, right? Reassured, feeling safe, feeling seen, feeling heard, and do that in the moment. Kind of like zone out. That's what I do. I'll just zone out and I'll just be like, yeah, no, this is actually what you're saying. And then watch, right, your person, your baby daddy bend to your will, and he will start to show up in that way. It might not be in that exact moment, but keep persisting moment to moment to moment. Whenever he comes up, you have to start to change the story of him. You have to forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. So literally just say, okay, that's just the old story playing out. And I know that it came from me, and I know that I can change it here and now. And right now I'm selecting a different version of him. I'm selecting the version of him that's more supportive, that's more kind, that's more respectful. So yes. So just try that. Try that and then let me know. Sorry, somebody's texting me. Somebody said, did you see my comments? I am reading every single comment, so if I don't read your comment, it's because it's being blocked, so try resending it with an emoji or with periods in between the words. That can help. Yana said, loveless. Oh, good. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Keep shining and keep being a light. Oh, good. Thank you so much. I'm going to pause this live really quick, or actually I'll just put this to my ear. Hold on.
Wiki.
Hold on.
Wiki.
Oh, God, I got to pause this live to listen to this message. Hold on. How do I pause the live? I never know. But guys, drop your questions in the chat. All right. Sorry, that took 1 second. Sorry. So I'm in Indonesia if you're new here, and I know I'm really disjointed right now. So I'm in Indonesia, and tomorrow is Nyepi. So Nyepi is silent day in Bali. So the entire island shuts down. Like you can't even get a flight in. The airport is closed. And so you're not allowed to have on any lights. You have to turn off everything. And you have to be quiet. You're not allowed to like leave your house. You're not allowed to do any of that. So I'm preparing for Nyepi. So I'm trying to like figure out a few things before everything closes. And to be honest, things start to close around noon today. So I probably need to like get going at some point, just because things are shutting down. I will have access to nothing. So, yes. All right. Dion said, hi from Alberta. Hello, how are you? Okay, so somebody said, do I have to forgive SP for treating another girl better than me to manifest him? Well, here's the thing. Everybody's reflecting you. So this is what's interesting, and this is actually an excellent question. So this is why self-concept work is so important to understand. It's so important to know that everyone is reflecting you. Everyone is reflecting your thoughts, your assumptions, and the story that you hold. So SP showed up in a way where maybe I haven't worked with you, but maybe you were like, SP doesn't treat me well. SP doesn't prioritize me. SP goes out with their friends first. SP doesn't commit to me. And then you're like, SP's talking to other women. So then SP shows up doing exactly that because that was your self-concept. You thought that you weren't chosen, that you weren't loved, and that you weren't cared for. Unintentionally, right? Unconsciously. And then SP shows up in that way. So then SP has a third party because you created their third party. If you were insecure, a third party is the someone else. And then the someone else showed up, and then SP starts to treat that other person like maybe royalty, right? And with good intentions and with a pure heart. And you're like, well, why didn't I get that treatment? Well, that's because that girl or that man, I don't know, whatever their preference is, had a better self-concept, and they were like, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen, and I'm loved, and I'm always committed to, and I'm treated like royalty. So then SP showed up for them in that way. So again, your world is your mirror. So everybody's just reflecting you and your self-concept. So that other person, that other girl, I'm assuming, yes, it does say girl, that other girl had a better self-concept than you. So then SP showed up treating her like a goddess, like a queen. And then you're over here with your self-concept saying, I'm not chosen and I'm not committed to and I'm not loved and SP doesn't take me seriously and SP views you as an option. So stop telling that story. Tell yourself a different story. Go to the end and live in the end of you're the number one option. You're the only one that gets him. No one else understands him. You're his best friend. He loves you and only you. He's obsessed with you in the best way possible. He loves you. He feels so special around you. He feels safe with you. You're his home. You're his peace. Start telling that story. Say that you're committed to. Say that you're chosen. Say that you're adored, that you're devoted to, that he's loyal to you and only you. So do you have to forgive SP? I mean, it's really about forgiving yourself. When it comes down to forgiveness, guys, whenever you guys ask the question of forgiveness, it comes down to you forgiving you. You created it, and that's not to place blame. That's just to understand causation. Your thoughts are first cause, right? Your imagination is first cause. Your thoughts, your world is the effect. It's just cause and effect. So there's no one to forgive really but yourself. So forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. That's what the Bible says. They didn't know what they were doing. Jesus had a bad self-concept saying one of you is going to betray me, and then they betrayed him, and then he was on the cross, had to die to the old man, resurrect himself anew. So again, you're going to resurrect yourself anew. You're going to affirm who you are. You're going to forgive yourself for having that self-concept, for having those thoughts, and go to the end and live in the end of SP chooses me. Why wouldn't he? He loves me and only me. I'm his one and only. There's no one like me. I'm irresistible. Of course he loves me. Who wouldn't? Everybody loves me. To know me is to love me. I'm so special. I'm so unique. I'm beautiful, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm compassionate, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm more than enough. Start telling that story. So you're never manifesting or changing the person. There's no one to change but self. So you're changing you. So change you. Change your self-concept. Change the story that you hold about you, right? And if you need help, check out my self-concept course or book a call with me, because this is not going to be difficult for you to shift. It's going to be easy. Junie Zen said, are you single? I don't answer that question. Brooke said, oh my God, that's so interesting. Better get your food orders in early. I know. So that's what I was trying to figure out now. Phoenix said, so no live this evening? What do you mean? I'm live right now. Oh, you're talking about because of Neppy. No, I can still, like, as long as you're not outside. So you just can't be outside making noise. Like, if I have the lights on, I need to, like, have all of the curtains drawn, and like if light is peeking through, there will be someone coming through saying like your lights are too bright, and if I'm talking too loud, then I will pop off of live. I was here last year for it and it was fine, but we did have people come by and say like, hey, like your lights are too bright, you need to turn them down. So yeah. Sherry, hello, thank you for the hearts. Phoenix said, are you able to do a whisper live, kind of like meditation? That's so funny. Maybe I could do like an ASMR whisper live of like, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Are you manifesting the life of your dreams? That feels so weird. I don't know. Maybe. Walter said, hello, how are you? Jima said, hello. Will said, dope. Yes. Cause and effects equals field and thought. Yeah, I mean, however you want to word it, it's just that your thoughts become things, right? I wouldn't really say that even feeling plays a factor, because when you first start telling the new story, you're not going to feel like it's true. It's going to feel foreign. It's going to feel unfamiliar. So feeling is not required. It's just persisting in the new thinking. And then naturally, it'll become a belief, and then you will start to feel it. Leroy said, I don't know where I sign up. Oh no, for what? For the coaching or for the course? The link is in my bio for the course if you want the course. And if you feel like you just need accountability, I also have a 21-day protocol that just keeps you in the accountability. Somebody said, and I just don't know why I feel so insecure, and I thought I had mastered manifestation too. Well, it's okay. Remember, it comes down to your self-concept. So a lot of people think that they understand manifestation because they're like, oh, you have to think positive. Manifestation is not thinking positively. Yes, am I a positive person? Yes, do I have a positive mindset? Of course. However, manifestation is about being intentional. It's intentional thinking. It's about persisting in the new story. So let the story go that you feel insecure. It's okay. It happens, right? So just get back on the horse and just say, I know who I am. I am a master manifester, and I can change this, and I can change this here and now. In fact, I've already changed it because I decided it, I declared it, and so it is done. And I'm living in the end, and me and my partner, me and my person, we're together. We're in union. They love me. They're obsessed with me. I'm their one and only. They care about me and only me. I'm the apple of their eye. They can't find me anyone like me, right? They can't find me and anyone else. There's only one me. So just start to tell that story. Let the story go that you're insecure. Empower yourself. Say that you're confident. Say that you're self-assured. Say that you trust yourself. Say you know who you are. Start to tell that story, and then SP will reflect that back to you. So just keep persisting in that story, and don't let the 3D trip you up. Just know that you have your desire. Creation is finished. It is done. And you're just aligning with that version of you. Say that you're loved. Say that you're chosen. Continue to tell that story. Go to the end and live in the end of that. Will said both. Josie said, hi, hello, how are you? How's everybody doing? So yes, if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. Is SP the most high? What do you mean by that? You're putting your SP on a pedestal if you say that, and that's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to put you on the pedestal. You want to take your SP off the pedestal, and you want to think highly of you. That's not to say that your SP is less than you, because of course you want your person to be a good person. You're not trying to look down on them, but you're not idolizing them either. You're not saying that there's some, prize to be won. You're the prize. You're the only thinker in your reality. They have no free will. So remember that they have no free will. They're only showing up as instructed, as prescribed by you. So write a new story, right? That's your new thinking. So persist in that. Know who you are. OSP is your mate. I have no clue what you're asking, Will. I'm so sorry. uh, oh, Brazil in the house. Hello. Agent said I needed to hear that. I got a little messed up financially and I find myself rebounding. So creating new story. Yeah. So just affirm that you are, abundant. Say, I'm abundant. I get paid to exist. Money finds me always and always. Really start to audit your thinking around money. So when you interact with money, ask yourself, who am I being? Am I telling the story of, oh, I shouldn't be spending this money? Or are you knowing that you're abundant? I'm not saying to go out and spend money that you don't have, but I want you to step into your abundance state of mind. I don't want you to be swiping your card, having guilt, shame, or doubt and saying I shouldn't be doing this. Instead, say I am abundant. If you're going to be purchasing it anyway, just swipe with conviction and gratitude and say I'm so thankful and grateful that I can afford this. How amazing is it that I can swipe my card and I can make this purchase? So don't shame yourself. Just tell yourself a better story in that moment and become aware of your money story and shift it. And here's the thing, guys, the old story will come up and that's okay. You just keep shifting back to the new story over and over and over again. Therein lies the work. So don't be upset with yourself, right? When the old story comes up, I'm so sorry. I'm like getting over this like faux nasal cold thing. I don't even want to say it was a cold, but it was kind of like this congestion that I had. So I feel like really gross doing that. Sorry. I'm going to go off camera. Sorry about that. So yeah. So just persist in your new money story. Tell yourself a better story. Say that you're abundant. Say that you get paid always and always. Say that you're rich. Say that you're wealthy. Say that you're here to inherit the world because truly you were brought here to inherit the world. You were meant to have it all. So don't let the doubt or the devil get in the way and just start to persist in the knowing and let that story go where you say, I got a little messed up financially. Say that I'm financially free. Don't say that you're rebounding. Say you're on the mend, you're on the rebound. That's in the past. You can use the remember when technique. That could be really helpful, saying, I remember when I was in financial turmoil and now things have turned around. Things are working out for me. Things are aligning for me. I have more than enough money. I'm making so much money. I can afford everything. All of my bills are paid. So just start to affirm that. Start to tell that story. Go to the end and live in the end of that. Leroy said SP is oneself. SP stands for specific person, and yes, your SP is not separate from you, so your SP is a part of you. Brooke said, I think he doesn't know what SP stands for. Yeah. Bliss said, how do you know you're on the track or shifted? You decide it. So don't look for the 3D to give you evidence. You just declare that you're on the right track, and you're on the right track. You're always on the right track because you're God, your source, your awareness, and your infinite intelligence. So you decide you've shifted. You say, I made the shift. I've shifted. My thinking has shifted. I am on track. I'm always on track. I'm always in alignment. I am alignment. I am God. I am divine. Things are always working out for me. Things always work out for me. Things always go in my favor. Everything that I want wants me more. Anything that I desire desires me more. My desires chase me. I don't chase my desires. I know who I am. I'm a master manifester. I manifest in an instant. I manifest on a time crunch. I get everything that I desire. I have it all. Nothing is off limits. I decide and I choose and I do it here and now. Affirm who you are, guys. You're the one creating your reality. There is no off track unless if you think it. If you create that you're off track, then you're off track. If you say that you haven't shifted, that came from you. You're saying that you haven't shifted. So declare it now. You don't need the 3D to give you validation for what you already know to be true about yourself. So to say, how do I know I'm on the right track, is for you to say, I need external proof or evidence to say that I'm on track. Just decide that you're on track. Everything is coming from you, right? So life is not happening to you, it's happening from you. So decide the new story and persist in that new thinking. I mean, if you really want 3D validation, just look around you and say, I'm so thankful and grateful that things are working out for me. All of the things in my life are a part of the bridge of incidents. They're unfolding in my favor. I know that I have my desire. I know that it's done. Everything in my life is proof and evidence of it. I mean, you can say that. There's infinite ways to manifest, but I would just decide that you're on track. Just say it. Declare it. Well, it's starting to rain a little bit. Agent said exactly. I'm abundant, healthy, wealthy. Thank you. Thank you. You're so welcome. Josie said, love that. Yes. Oh, Nikki. Hello. How are you, friend? Nikki just joined the live. Body Listening. Go follow her. She's amazing. She talks about how to heal your body in a holistic way. Will said, you are a human goddess. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It is okay. You are human. I love that when you were in full awareness of what you did, though. Yes, exactly. It's like you have to give yourself grace and remember that you're God, your source, your awareness, but you are ultimately here having a human experience. So be kind, be gentle, and be compassionate, and be patient with yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, it's catching the thought. If you catch the thought, you're good. Become aware of who you're being. That's it. Don't beat yourself up saying, oh, God, I had another negative thought. What the heck? No, that's the success. You became aware of the negative thought. That's the work. You became aware, and then you shifted to the new story. And then 2 seconds later, you went back to the old story, and then you shifted back to the new story again and again and again. So keep doing that. That is the work. That's the work, guys. Agent, oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, it's like sunny out, sunny-ish, but raining. I love when it's sunny raining. Tongue, thank you for the follow. Somebody said, Ola from Brazil. Hello, how are you? Yay, it's you. Well, yay, it's you. Hello, thank you for joining live. Just Say No said, can I be all at the same time? Yeah, you're everything. You're God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence. Nothing is separate from you. So yes, you are everything all at once. So you're everything. You're like Lucy, like that movie. You're everything and everyone, everywhere, at all times. So nothing is separate from you. So yes, you are everything, and everything is you. Like the song. Mohammed said hi. Denise said hi. Fax said hi. Mohammed said hola. Hello. King of Me said, so if two things come up, one behind the other, persist in both or focus on one. What do you mean? Do you mean like two different topics? You're persisting in your end state in whatever your desire is. Is that what you're asking? You're persisting in what you desire. What do you want? What do you want your end result to be? What do you want to live in the end of? What is your wish fulfilled? That's what you're persisting in, is in the new story, in the new identity, in the new thinking. If you're saying if two things come up talking about like, I don't know, your weight, and then the next minute it's your job, and then you tell the story of what you want in both areas. So remember, you're manifesting all of the time. So people often ask me, can you manifest multiple things at once? Well, yeah, you're manifesting an experience life all at once. So you're not just solely focused on your specific person as you go throughout your day. You have work, you have lunch to prepare, you have activities to do, you have projects to complete. So it's about assuming the desire or assuming the identity as it relates to what you're doing. So thinking in alignment, being aligned throughout the day with your story, with your end, with your wish fulfilled. So therein lies the work. Mohammed, thank you for joining. Influencer, thank you for the follow. Jason said hi. Michael said, hey fam, hello. Ruben, hello. Do you ever get what do you do if you ever get a spooky feeling? Just manifest it away? Well, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So, I mean, if you get a spooky feeling, you could give it good meaning. There's infinite ways to manifest. You can just say and not acknowledge it and just shift, or you could just give it good meaning and say, oh, like this means my manifestation is working, or I'm in alignment. I don't really know what you mean by that, but just give it good meaning. Armin said, I'm manifesting you and me having a candlelit dinner in Iceland under the northern lights soon. Hey, well, all possibilities exist, so go to the end and live in the end, but do it in your imagination. You don't need to do anything in the 3D. You do it through your thoughts and through your thinking. King of Me said, do I persist in positive affirmation for those things? Yeah, well, your self-concept is what's creating. So it's not about just affirming. So an affirmation is a thought. So you persist in the thought that's in alignment with your end, with whatever it is that you desire. So be intentional, not necessarily just positive, but being intentional with your thoughts, which is an affirmation. So your self-concept is what creates your reality. So you can sit there and say, I'm loved, I'm loved, I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen. But if you're doing it from the identity, the self-concept of desperation, of lack of scarcity, then you're creating more of that. The affirmations aren't going to work. So persist in the knowing of your self-concept and who you are, and do it from the identity of I am creation, I am powerful. And you're declaring and deciding that it's done from the identity of having, from the identity of the wish fulfilled, from the identity of the result. So the consciousness of the solution. So think in alignment with that. And again, at first you're not going to necessarily feel it. You're going to be saying the new story, right? The positive affirmation, as you said in your question, and it might feel foreign, it might feel like a lie, but keep persisting, and then it becomes your dominant assumption, and then that's what will materialize into your world. Oh, I'm trying to see, do I have water? I'll just drink this. Was I on the show? No, I've never been on TV. Scooby said, great advice along with class and beauty. Y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Someone said, love it. I think it's so fun. It is so fun. So manifestation is supposed to be fun. If you are feeling stressed out about your manifestation, that's a good indicator of where you are mentally. So it's really important to have the strict mental diet and to shift your thinking, right? So you should be having fun. You should be relaxed. You should be living in the end. If you're stressed, then that's you being the version of you that's in lack, scarcity, and not having. So persist in the knowing. Know who you are. Affirm who you are. Live in the end. Be mindful of the story that you hold, because that's what will advance into your future. She's 30 ATL. Hello, how are you? Good evening. It's good to see you, friend. Horatio said, can you help me with feelings of loneliness? Well, remember, everything's coming from you, so stop saying that you're lonely, because right now you're living in the end of being lonely. So focus on how everything's always working out for you, how you're always a part of things, how people always invite you, how you're the center, how you are always included. Start to tell that story. Or you could say, I'm secure with myself. I love having my own company. It's up to you. There's infinite ways to manifest it. So just tell the story of whatever it is that you want to experience. So stop indulging and focusing on being lonely and say, I live a vibrant life. I know that I'm always welcomed. I know that I'm always wanted. People always want to include me. I'm always included. And then watch your world reflect that back to you. People will start to invite you places. They'll say, hey, Horatio, do you want to come out later to this event? And your world will reflect it back to you. It has no choice but to. So persist in that new thinking. Persist and live in the end. Stop telling the story that you're lonely. Or you could say that you're okay with being lonely. You can say that you're at peace being by yourself. Being lonely doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can say you're living a life of solitude, of tranquility, of serenity. But again, whatever you desire. So if you want to be a part of a group, start to affirm that story. If you want to continue being alone, but you just don't want to feel lonely, then just tell a different story. So all possibilities exist. Ian said, do you believe in 5D shifting cityscapes and landscapes and merging multiple timeline trees? I teach that your thoughts become things. I don't even talk about the 5D because the 5D is the same as the 4D and it's just somebody making this complicated. Your thoughts become things. Who's to say that the way I view a city is not the same way that someone else views a city? So yes, you can shift the way that cities are perceived because you're the only thinker in your reality. I don't know what She's Thrifty ATL thinks Atlanta looks like. She might think it's a beautiful metropolis with a bunch of green parks. I might look at it and say it looks like a concrete jungle. Everything comes down to your identity and your self-concept and your perception of your reality. I have no way of seeing through her eyes. She has no way of seeing through my eyes. She's Thrifty ATL. I just use it as an example. But yes, of course you can shift cityscapes. Of course you can shift it. But I wouldn't say that it's done through some 5D multiple merging of timeline trees. It's just your thoughts become things, guys. Don't make this complicated. Like all of this jargon and words that people use, I'm like, why are we making this so hard and deeper than what it needs to be? Your thoughts become things. That's it. If you think that New York City is the most beautiful, gorgeous, clean city in the world, and someone else thinks it's grungy and disgusting and dirty and filthy, then both are true. It's their reality. It's their perception. It's how they view it. Hell, they might even see the buildings as different. I don't know. I don't have their eyes. I don't have their consciousness. Who's to say that everything that we're all seeing is not what we're seeing, right? Everybody's just reflecting you. So I might say, look out at that tree. And because I see the tree, you're going to reflect it back to me and say, yeah, that tree is beautiful. Meanwhile, you're in your reality and you could be looking out at a waterfall for all I know. So again, it just comes down to your self-concept. You're the only thinker in your reality. Kim, thank you for the follow. Tion, thank you for the follow. Johnny, hello from Brazil. Thank you for the hearts. Them bugs are crazy work. Yeah, they're loud, but I think it just stopped. To be honest, I've lived here for so long at this point, I don't even hear it. Mari, thank you for the follows. She served the ATL said I'm honored. You were a good one because like your ATL is in your name. That's actually it. It actually was a happy coincidence because I actually just had you in my mind. And then as I was talking, I was like, oh, she does have ATL. So that's probably why my mind subconsciously selected you. Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know. Who knows how our brains actually work? But yes, so she's Thrifty ATL. Thank you so much for being a part of my demonstration. User said, hi, love. Hello, how are you? And thank you for the follow. Does that make sense though, guys? Like when I talk about those things, it's like, don't complicate it. And remember, you're the only thinker. We have no way of thinking what other people think or knowing what other people think. Everyone is simply reflecting you. So like what you think they think is because you think they think it. You're the only thinker in your reality. That's it. Lepore said, manifesting has given me so much self-love. I've got the bug head. Oh, amazing. I love that. Beautiful. I think you meant I've got the big head. But yes, beautiful. I love that. Yeah, manifestation has also taught me the same thing. I will agree. It's like a nice, happy side effect. You just are happy with yourself. You're happy with life. You're in love with life. So yeah, I think that's beautiful. Nikki said, yes, makes sense. Okay, good. Yeah, because I just want to make sure like that everything comes down to your point of awareness, your point of consciousness, your perception. So again, what you're aware of is what you'll experience. That's it. You don't need to talk about timelines and multiple dimensions and universes. It's just, what are you aware of? Are you aware of the tree to the left or are you not? Are you aware of your specific person loving you or are you not? Are you aware that you live in New York or are you not? Are you aware of your body type and body shape or are you not? Right? Are you aware that everything that you eat adds pounds to you? Or are you aware of everything that you eat doesn't affect you because you have a high metabolism? It's what are you aware of? So both can be true. It comes down to your point of awareness. What are you aware of? That's your self-concept. That's the story that you hold about your reality, about the people, places, and things in your life. Guys, it comes down to everything. Traffic, food, your outfit, anything you have a story about. You have awareness of it. What is your awareness? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it in alignment? Is it not in alignment? Is it favorable? Is it unfavorable? You're deciding. You're deciding. That's it. Imani said, tips on manifesting a specific job. Yeah, you can just start to write down everything that you desire in a job. So be specific. Do you want to work remotely? Do you want to work hybrid? Do you want to be in office? Do you want a boss that's hands-off, hands-on? Do you want to work in a team or independently? Do you want to be relocated? Do you want a job where you travel a lot? Do you want a job where you have a 401k or a pension? Do you want health benefits? Do you want unlimited paid time off? Do you want 6 weeks off a year, 12 weeks off a year? What do you want? Write it all down, right? You can even write down that it's in a nice new modern office building, or maybe it's in an older part of town that you find quaint and lovely, right? Whatever you want. Write everything down. Be specific because yes, to answer your question, tips on manifesting a specific job, you can absolutely do that. So be specific and then affirm that. When you go to bed at night, envision yourself falling asleep. How are you dressing for work in the morning? What projects are you working on? What are you excited about? And then start to live in the end. Have that be your end. Have that be your focus. When you're at work, say, I'm so thankful and grateful that I have this new job, even though that you're at your old job, right? Or maybe you're not employed right now, but persist in your success. Say, I'm so successful in my new job. I love my new job. I feel psychologically safe in my new job. My boss is so supportive. I have a beautiful, nice team. Start to tell that story. Download my free guide. It's linked in my bio. Someone manifested their dream job within 3 days of using it. It's called Embody the Best, How to Go From Wanting to Expecting, knowing that you have the best because you are the best. So download it. It can be really helpful for you. She used the tracker at the end to audit her thinking, manifested her dream job within 3 days. Lepore said, yes, big. I'm just glowing, but I've watched others light up in front of my light. Beautiful. Isn't that amazing? When you start to light up your world, you start to have that impact on other people. So yeah, that means give that good meaning and keep riding that wave. I think that's wonderful. That means you are sharing your light, you are lighting the way. And I love that because when you start to feel good, you want to share it with other people. You want other people to feel good as well. So that's beautiful. Perfect. I love it. Eve said 100. Yes. Jason said hi from Auckland City, New Zealand. Oh, amazing. Joy, hello. Isaac, hello. How are you? Jason said home of the brave. Hello. Zyman said good morning. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Los Buenos said good night. Thank you so much. Devon, hello. Somebody said 28 from Ghana. Okay. Kim said you are dropping gems. Oh, good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Monty said, thank you so much. You're so welcome. The guide will seriously help you. Check it out. Lori manifested her dream job in 3 days using that. D, hello. And actually read it, guys. When I talk about the free guide, I want to pause. I've been saying this a lot lately. Yes, I understand that there are free guides out online. Yes, I understand that you put in your email address and then you get it and then you don't have time to read it. Read the guide. Take the 20 minutes that it's going to take to change your life, to invest in your future, to create a reality that you actually enjoy and love. There is zero fluff in this guide. It is a Word document. It's not even pretty because I want you to actually read it. It's actually useful. It's anecdotal. It has stories. Every single word was placed there intentionally. I want you to be the next success. So take the 20 minutes. Don't be a victim to your circumstances and say, oh, I'll read it later. I don't feel like it. It's just another freebie. It's just a download. It's not going to work. If you can't take 20 minutes to change your life, then I can't help you, right? So if you're going to download it, read it, use it. Don't be a victim of your circumstances. Don't be lazy and not read it. Read it. Change your life. Because there are so many things that people are manifesting with that free guide. It literally had a homeless woman manifest a lawyer and free housing. She was like really in a pinch and she actually kept coming on these lives and she was asking the right questions and then she used it and got help. Another person manifested a free manicure. They got a free breakfast. Another person got into the club. She was in university and got into the club for free. So that was big for her, right? So again, use the guide. It's there for you to use. Don't say, oh, I'll do it later. There is no later. There's only now. Create your life now. Step into the driver's seat of your life now. Are you so in love with your trauma and the things that you hate in your life that you can't take 20 minutes to read something that's going to transform the way that you think? Use it. Do it. Jason, hello. Traveler said, where does that accent come from? America? Paris, hello. Phoenix said, I've learned so much from just watching your lives. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah. That's the thing, guys. Like, I do have courses, I do have coaching, but if you want to just come to these lives and listen, just keep coming back. Ask the right questions. I'm here to answer them and change your life. Be consistent. Be intentional. Create change in your life. Phoenix, I'm so proud of you. I think that's amazing. You're going to see major change. I already know it. Just keep declaring it, because your situation with BD, it's already done. It's finished. Utah here. Thanks for sharing. You're so welcome. Did seeing your smile and sunshine. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Thamey. I literally high-five my higher self. I'm like a girl. We did that. I love that. High-five your higher self. Yes. Guys, if you have like little celebration techniques that you can use like that, do it. Right? Like literally I told you, I think that I call myself Thin Mint, right? Like I literally manifested so many different body changes. And so now it's like my cute little nickname for myself. And so if you like to high-five yourself, high-five yourself. If you like to be like, damn girl, you're the bomb.com, say that to yourself. If you want to walk in the mirror and say, you're such a little thin mint, you're so tiny, say that to yourself. Affirm who you are. Have fun with it. Manifestation is supposed to be fun. Be fun. Be light. Be intentional. Think like a child before they discovered what self-doubt was. Be that delusional. Go all in. Create your reality. It's your reality. Care Bear said, Brooke, what do you mean by asking the right questions? People come on here, and sometimes I have had people that come on, they've been on here for months, and they're still talking about how they don't have whatever it is that they're trying to manifest. So if you're coming on here multiple times for months and months and months, and your focus is still on not having your desire, then that's you not asking the right questions, because you're living in the end of you don't have it. You're still stuck there. So when you first come on these lives, of course people ask that, right? They're like, oh, I don't have SP. I'm not in contact with SP. Fine. But I have people that come on for months and months and months, and they're still focused on what they don't have. And it's like, that's not the right question to ask. The right question would be, what is my self-concept if I'm still experiencing blah, blah, blah? That's showing a level of knowledge that everything's coming from you. I have people on here that still are blaming people in their life for the things that are happening. They did this to me. Why aren't they showing up in this way? Things don't go my way. Well, then that's not you understanding that you're creating your reality and that everything's coming from you. So that's what I mean by that, is asking the right questions. Coming from a place of curiosity, not trying to blame other people for your life and for what's gone on in your world, because everything is coming from you. And again, in the beginning, are you going to know that? No. But I do have people on here that will come on these lives for months and ask the same question over and over again. They're still not getting it. They're still focused on what they don't have. Same situation, months later, and then they wonder why nothing has changed. If nothing's changed and they have a question, that's fine. But ask it from the level of knowledge, saying, what's my self-concept if I'm still not seeing this in my reality? Because then I can help you to uncover what your self-concept is and why you're blocked and not getting it. But if you're still in that place of blaming other people, I can't really, then it's not clicking, right? And I do have the occasional person. I don't have many, but there are some. So I hope that answers your question. You're asking the right questions, Care Bear. I'll say that. You do. Paris said, but Amanda already got that manifesting business. You're talking about Amanda Francis on Real Housewives. I'm not talking about another creator or another coach online. Are you live every night? I'm new here. Oh, thank you so much, Kim. I come on live around 10 p.m. Eastern time, and then around 6 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm usually on for 2 hours, so 6 a.m. Eastern to 8 a.m. Eastern, sometimes later, sometimes until 9 a.m. Eastern. That's my more popular live. So if you're one of the, I would say, lucky people on this live is a lot quieter, and you guys are getting your questions answered way faster, because on my other live, it's been like 300 people lately, so I get really behind on questions. So if you are able to tune into this live is a good one, because it's quieter. Somebody said Amanda Francis. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about another creator or another person. It's not what I'm here for. Fur, thank you for the follow. Jason said thank you. Paris said I think she knows who Amanda is, but dodging it. It actually didn't register until after you kept saying it in my chat. But I don't watch that show. I know that she's on there because I heard about it, but even if I did, I'm not going to comment on Amanda Francis. It's not what my life's about. My life's about teaching you guys about the law of assumption, not to talk about another manifestation coach. Somebody said, I actually think I manifested you. I got tired of watching mediums with negative things to say. Oh, good. You did manifest me then. So remember, everybody is you pushed out. So yes, you absolutely did manifest this. You're the creator. So nothing is coincidence. So you did. You decided that you wanted something different, something more educational, something more positive, and then you found me. Not coincidence. That's a creation. That's a manifestation. So beautiful. Valentine's Day said, yes, agree. Yes. Is there anything in the U.S.? I don't know what you mean by that. Valentine's Day said manifesting should be fun. Yes, absolutely. Valentine's Day is one of my clients, and she has manifested amazing things. She's had immense success. She said, live in the end. Don't worry. Exactly. You can't worry. You just have to persist in the knowing that you're divinely supported. Things are always working out for you and that you have more than enough because you do. That's the truth. So yes. And listen to Valentine's Day. She's actually one of my clients that has had some amazing success. When I say she's one of my clients, I'm saying she's one of my clients and she has had amazing success. All of you have had success. Somebody said, that's why I asked if you get spooky feeling. A lot of mediums always talk someone's out to get you. Oh God, no. I wouldn't create that in my reality, so no. Remember, everyone is you pushed out. So if you have a spooky thing, that means that you're thinking that. So just tell a different story. Canadian Drip said, are you in Asia? Yes, I am. I'm in Bali. If you want to come join me, look outside the window. You could be here this October for my healing and manifestation retreat in beautiful Bali, Indonesia. I have payment plans. Link is in my bio. I would love to have you. It's going to be awesome, amazing, beautiful. Cherie, thank you for the follow. Kim said, got it. Thank you. You're so welcome. Josie said, glad I remembered to tune in tonight. Okay, beautiful. Valentine's Day said 300 viewers. Congratulations. Yeah, it's been consistent. So I've had around like 250 to 350 on average for like multiple hours. So I'll be on for like 2 to 3 hours. And I've been having a really good turnout. So it's been amazing. So thank you. Johnny, thank you so much. Phoenix said, for anyone new here, Brooke is amazing and so kind and very intelligent. She gives great advice. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're amazing and you're all of those things. Traveler said, so there are Eastern things, Western things, Southern things, Central things, tomorrow things, etc. I don't even know what you mean by that, but all possibilities exist, so sure, why not? How do you quiet the doubt that creeps in? Well, just give it good meaning. So here's the thing, guys, like the doubt is inevitable. You just don't have to identify with it. So when the doubt comes in, you can just say, no, that's not me. You don't have to accept that negative thought or that unfavorable thought as your identity. It's not who you are. It's just a thought that you're experiencing. So just say, okay, that's not me. That's not my end. Or just treat it as data and treat it as information and just say, okay, this is a reminder for me to shift back into the news story over and over again. So just say, oh, okay, thank you for the reminder. Or when the doubt pops up, say, so what? Right? Say, so what? I love saying so what, by the way. It's like my favorite because I like to have levity when it comes to manifesting. You can't be so serious. So if you're feeling a lot of like guilt and shame when doubt pops up, try having levity. So make light of it. So when the doubt pops up, just say, so what? I know my manifestation is mine. I know that it's a guarantee because I decided it. I'm stronger than my circumstances. I get to decide and I get to choose. So what? That's just a thought that popped up. And you can either sit there and dwell in it for 30 seconds and then let it leak into 30 minutes and then an entire day and then an entire week. Or you can just say, okay, I had some doubt come up. So what? And then you just shift back to the news story. over and over again. Just don't dwell there. Don't be immersed in it. Don't let it take over. And if you let it take over, it's okay, right? If it takes over for a day, you're human, experience your emotions. But then at a certain point, you have to say, okay, this is who I'm being. And this is not who I want to be. So then you just keep going back to the new story. Therein lies the work. So the more you do it, the easier it gets. Manifestation is truly a skill. So just be kind with yourself. Just say that it is, a reminder. Just give it good meaning. Give it good meaning. Guys, I have to look at something. Okay, there we go. Valentine's Day said, yes, you are the true deal. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know that for sure. You're so sweet. I love you, Valentine's Day. You're the best. Part of me keeps wanting to say your real name, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. She wants me to say her real name. Oh, Eve said follow her on IG. Yes. Thank you, guys. If you all could go follow me on IG, it's the same name at the Confidence Lab XO. I would be greatly appreciative of that because I'm trying to grow over on Instagram as well. Lepore said me too. Yes. Hi from California. Hello. Phoenix said yes. Ian said, do you believe in 5D shifting? I already answered that question. Abu, hello. Oh, somebody wrote something in a different language. And it says Indonesia is the only word I can, Apa. This is Bahasa. You speak Bahasa? Because I know what Hapa means. I know hey. So that's the Indonesian language. So I have someone on here from Indonesia writing in Bahasa. I need to learn Bahasa. I know. I live here and I'm like, I've got to learn the language. Just because I think it's a nice thing to do. Everybody here speaks English, of course, so it's not necessary, but it's like if I'm living here, I want to know. Somebody said, what's going on? We're talking about reality creation and manifestation. Somebody said, I love that. Levity is a good way to look at it. Yeah, it's like, don't take it so seriously. Have fun with your manifestation, right? Don't be so keen on what you're seeing in your 3D. Don't take it as final because no facts are final. It's just the old story playing out. It's ending the scene. It's just your old thinking that wasn't favorable. That's all. That's it. So pay it no mind. Don't give it meaning and persist in the knowing. Your imagination is greater than your circumstances. So persist in that knowing. Josie said, great advice. Oh, thank you so much, Hatton. I appreciate you. Lepore said, do you manifest out loud or quietly? Both. So there's infinite ways to manifest. It depends. Sometimes I'll boldly declare things out loud. If I don't have any resistance to it, I could say like, I'm getting 10 new clients today. I could boldly say that out loud. Or if I wanted to say I'm getting 30 new clients today, then I might keep that internal, right? Because it's bigger, there might be more resistance. So that's just an example. So again, it comes down to your belief. So you might be comfortable with manifesting certain things out loud, and there's other things where people might try and infiltrate your mind. Are you susceptible to that? This is where you have to be real with yourself and be honest and say, am I creating a hurdle by saying this out loud? Will people start to then question it? Will those questions then impact me and my state of being? So some things I keep to myself because I'll just be real with myself and I'm like, yeah, that's going to create some resistance. Let me not say that out loud. But to manifest, I don't know, free fruit. I always say, I think, get things for free. I say that out loud all the time. And then every single day I get something for free. I got something for free yesterday. So literally just keep affirming what feels comfortable to you. You can do it internally or externally, out loud or quietly. It's up to you. And again, I switch back and forth, and it's not something I consciously think of, really. It just kind of happens. So be playful, start to experiment. Valentine's Day said, I love you too. Yes, I love you. I love all of you. Pop said, enjoy the moment. Yes. Josie said, I typically manifest out loud and quietly. Yeah, same. It just depends on what it is. Lex said, are you feeling better? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. Prince, thank you for the follow. Said hi. Where are you from? I'm from DC, but I live in Indonesia. David said, good morning. Hello. Faith said, so when you find out someone is talking false things about you out of jealousy, can you do the freeze? Yeah, you can do the freeze whenever. Remember, there's infinite ways to manifest, and just start to freeze frame them and just say whatever it is that you want them to say. Sorry, I'm like congested. Ugh, gross. So yes, you can freeze them. But remember, everybody's pushed out, right? So you don't have to technique. You can just start to affirm who you are. So there's no one to change but self. So just start affirming who you are. Say, people are always speaking positively about me. People have nothing but good things to say about me. I'm everyone's favorite person. To know me is to love me. People are drawn to me. People find me magnetic. People find me alluring. People find me charming. People find me endearing. People find me irresistible. I'm always the center of attention. People enjoy my company. People feel safe with me. Start to affirm who you are, and then people will reflect that back to you, because right now you have a story that people are jealous of you. If you don't want to experience that, then stop telling that story. So start to affirm and say, people love me. People choose me. People always show up for me. People are so supportive of me. People always have my back. People like me. People find me interesting. They find me intriguing. So start to tell that story and go to the end and live in the end of that. Tell that story. Stop telling the story of people are jealous of you, because then you're creating that in your reality. Again, there's no one to change but self, guys. So when you're doing all these techniques, you're still affirming for you. Mimi said, hi, hello. Kenji, thank you for the follow. Somebody said, can you explain resistance? Yes, so resistance is the level that it's going to take for you to convince yourself. So self-concept is your assumption, right? You're convincing yourself of the new story. So if you have said your entire life that you gain weight easily, if you're going to start to affirm everything I eat makes me the perfect size, and my body is perfect and I have an amazing shape, well, it's going to feel foreign. You might have some resistance to that because you've thought your entire life that you were fat. Maybe you thought that it was because of genetics. Maybe you thought that you had a slow metabolism. So do you have deep ingrained thoughts? Because if that's your dominant assumption or your identity, you might have resistance to the new story. It depends on how deep the belief is. You might have a something easier, like, let's just say, I don't know, you could say, I'm going to manifest that my hair grows down to my butt, right? And your entire life, your hair has always just grown slightly down the mid of your back. You might not have a lot of resistance because you're like, okay, I know that my hair can grow to the middle of my back, so for it to go like 6 inches further shouldn't be that hard. So then your level of resistance to that is lower because you have a belief that, well, if my hair is already halfway down my back, then it shouldn't be that hard. So again, it's all in the story that you hold. So do you have resistance? How deep is your belief, right, in the thing? And then that's kind of how you gauge your level of resistance. If you've grown up saying nobody picks me whenever I go out to the bar, I'm never approached, people never want to take me out on dates, I never make it past the third date, well, then you might have a level of resistance when it comes to calling in a partner. So you have to change that story and say, people always approach me, people always choose me, and people always commit to me. But you might say, oh, another person might say, I'm trying to manifest love and I always get approached whenever I'm out and people like me and people are lined up to date me. And now I just want to select being committed to. So now I'm going to be in the end and live in the end of being committed to. So that person's resistance is lower because they know that they've always been approached historically. So again, that's what resistance is looking at your past, looking at your patterns, determining how strong your story is around it, right? That's really what resistance is how strong is your story around the thing. And that determines if your resistance is kind of high or low to it. So if you have a high resistance, you might want to affirm inwardly, quietly, because other people, other chatter might start to affirm the old story of what you don't want. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Clear World, thank you so much. Joe, thank you for the follow. Diana, thank you for the follow. Somebody said you are the best. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You're so welcome. Can you love everyone? You love everyone? Yes, I do. Somebody said, I love you. I love you too. Shanzi said, hey, gorgeous. Hello. Thank you for the follows. Gina said, hi, hello, thank you for the rose. That was your first rose. That was your first gift. Thank you so much. Faith said, I love you. You're always so helpful. It was just that one person. Thank you as always. You're so welcome, Faith. I love you too. You've got this, Faith. Remember, Guys, as you go through your manifestation journey, you're just affirming for you, right? Despite even need, and I'm talking to you, Faith, it's just about persisting. So remember, yes, there are things in life that we do want, like for people to like us. And then there are also things that we need in life, like money, right? Doesn't matter what the desire is. It's about you knowing that you already have it. So while, yes, the need is real, right? Because of the way society runs, you have to embody the identity of having. There are other people that have it, so why can't you have it? Why do you think that you're the exception? Why do you think that it didn't work out for you? Why do you think that it doesn't go your way? That's the difference between the person that has it and the person that doesn't have it. That's the only difference. Because you can think it, it's possible. You see it's possible for other people in their life, right? But yet you don't have it because you believe it's not possible for you. So reality creation is about you selecting the version of you that has your desire, you thinking from that version of you that has it. That's not to say that you can't do anything. You just need to rest in the knowing that it worked out. It worked out for others, so it's going to work out for you. You're next. Things work out for you. Things work out for you. Just like they work out for other people, they work out for you too. Why not you? Why wouldn't it work out for you? Of course it works out for you. So that's resting in the knowingness that it worked out for you, that it is done, that there's nothing to worry about. You do what's necessary, of course, but then you rest in the knowing that it's done. You're selecting the version of you that's having the experience that you desire. Don't select the version of you where it didn't work out and you don't have it, and now you're in a state of worry and panic and fear and doubt. So select the version of you that has it. Select it. Know that it's done. Be relaxed. Be in the knowing. Be in the knowing. Because at the end of the day, you do what you have to do, and then you rest in the knowing. To worry is pointless. Is worrying going to get you anywhere? Probably not, right? When you think about worrying, where does it get you? Somebody said, hi, hello, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. Hi, hello, thank you for the follow. I'm from Nigeria, hello. Chano said hello. You always make sense. Oh, thank you so much. My daughter asks, why are the crickets so loud? That's so funny. Yeah, they are. Rev said, great evening. Where are you from? I'm from DC, but I live in Indonesia. Faye said, if we affirm, when and why do we use the freeze? Are there times when... The freeze is literally just a technique. You don't have to use it ever. It's just if you enjoy using it, use it. If you don't like using it, don't use it. All of them are just techniques. Some people like to use the freeze method. Some people like to just affirm who they are. Some people like to visualize. It's just a tool, that's all. It's not like a magic pill. It's just, okay, I want this person to think differently of me, so I can either affirm that or I can use the freeze method and tell them what I want them to think of me. You can have fun and be playful. That's the only difference. So that's it. That's all. Ahmad said, I manifested 2 years ago. Beautiful. Oh, amazing. You said you've been striking out gold ever since. That's awesome. Hello, we're perfect. We're in the perfect universe. Yes. AJ said, hey love, hello, how are you? They said, oh wow, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Ahmad said, we should be grateful. Yes. Stitch, hello. Samir, hello. Ahmad said, there are the multiverses out there, but they aren't perfect. We're in the perfect universe. Sure. Big Guy said, how are you doing? Love from Jamaica. Hello. Jaylena, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. How are you doing? Kirby, hello. Ramon said, your energy is so warm. Instant follow. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Muta, hello. They said, I love the freeze method. That's why I ask about it a lot. Good. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. If you find a technique that you like, do it. So do the freeze method if you enjoy it. Some people don't like it, right? So it all just comes down to what you enjoy. So it's just a tool. That's it. That's all. So the freeze method can be very fun. So manifesting should be fun. If you like it, do it. I'll use it on occasion. I really, whenever things aren't going my way in my reality, I just go inward. I literally, it's like Charlie Brown. If I am out and someone is saying something that is not favorable, I just am like, womp, 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 womp. That's all I'm hearing because I'm in my imagination and I'm literally envisioning what they're saying and it's what I want them to say. They don't have to change it in that moment, but usually they'll call later that night or the next week and say exactly that. They'll be like, you were right, blah, blah, blah. Or they'll say it as if it was their own idea, right? So again, all possibilities exist. So just go to the end and live in the end. So I go to the end in the moment. I go inwards. I'm not listening to anything that they say. I completely zone out. Indonesia looks and feels like Kenya. I thought you were in Africa. Oh, no, definitely not. Native said, how do you manifest your ideal partner? Just write everything down. So write down the qualities and characteristics that you want in a partner. Google can be a really good friend and just say positive characteristics. Type that in Google and then write down everything. You can write down that they're kind, loving, caring, compassionate, funny, good sense of humor. You can write down their hobbies, that they like to golf, they like to paint, they like to go out on boats. You can literally write down the type of car that they drive, the amount of money that they make, their profession, anything. You can write it all down, the way that they dress, their look, how tall they are, their skin tone, even their name, guys. You can have anything that you want. And then you just start to affirm that for yourself, right? Your self-concept. So you say, I'm chosen, I'm loved, I'm always prioritized, my person is always taking me out on the boat, they love seeing me out on the water, my person loves to golf with me, my person loves to do painting with me, my person spoils me, my person's always buying me things, right? Whatever you want, start to affirm it. Or you could read the list daily if you want, and just persist in the knowing and persist in the thinking that you already have it. Alpha said, I was just thinking about you. Oh, well, you manifested me. Jimmy said 144. I don't know what that means. Somebody said hi from Ghana. Hello. I've had so many people from Africa lately. They said I manifested money for a huge car repair. I seriously don't know how that money showed up in my account. Faith, what the heck? Faith, I'm so happy for you. I love this. That's amazing. You're a master manifester. I love this. Faith is one of my beautiful clients. So yes, I love this. Congratulations. Doesn't even matter about how you did it. You just knew that the money was there. You're always provided for. And when you know that you're always supported and provided for, you're good. So I love this. Sorry about the ringing. We're just gonna let it ring out and then I'll answer the next question. Somebody said, can I ask a question? Yes, you can. That's what I'm here for. Somebody said, good night from Puebla, Mexico. Hello. I'm pretty sure that's my laundry. Lapore. That's what I need too. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Yes, hello said, hi. Native said, lately, the only way I have experienced good manifestation is by helping others, and then good things come. Beautiful. Here's the thing, guys. If you have a belief that when you help others, then your manifestation comes in faster, that's a way to manifest. That's something that you can use. That's something you can leverage. You can also create a reality where you don't have to do that. But if you like doing that, then you can have that in your reality. You're the one making the rules. So again, you can do whatever you want. But if you know that you have a strong story with that, leverage it. Don't fight it. If you like it, use it to your advantage. So say, yeah, when I help others, then good things come to me. That's great. Jaylina said that Charlie Brown imitation was spot on. Oh, that's so funny. About to manifest. Yes, you can change anything. You can change your physical appearance. You absolutely can. God Armor said hi. Hey Beauty said hi dear, I'm from Canada. Hello. Greetings from Paris. I love Paris. If I'm not in Bali, I'm usually in Paris. Whew. So yes. Sorry, I gotta click this. Shoot. Guys, I hit 10K followers. Woohoo! All on this live, it's like at 10K flat. That's crazy. Yay! I'm so happy. Yay! Grace, thank you for the follow. Hello. Aw, thank you so much, Kim. Aw, this is so exciting. I feel like it came out of nowhere. I mean, it did, but it didn't. In my brain, I've already been at 100,000 followers. It's just the 3D is, you know, I don't even like saying catching up because in my imagination I'm already there, but it's very exciting. So again, that's living in the end. I've persisted in that story of knowing that. I haven't looked and been like, it's not moving. It's been steadily moving. So yes, give things good meaning, guys. Phoenix said, congratulations, girl. Oh, thank you so much. Care Bear said, woohoo, congratulations. Yes, thank you. So nice. Oh, thank you so much. Karusha, thank you. Well deserved. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. What's the best way to manifest healing? Because I need it at the moment. Well, remember, you don't need anything, right? So nothing is separate from you. So let the story go of need, because that's an admission of not having it when you say that you need it. That's you coming from a place of lack and scarcity. So just manifest that you're healed. Just affirm, I am healed. My body is in working order. I always get a clean bill of health from the doctor. My body heals itself quickly. The body that creates itself heals itself. I am healing in real time. My body feels like it's thriving. I feel so full of life and vitality. I have so much energy. I don't know what your specific thing is. Maybe you're trying to heal your skin. Just say my skin is beautiful, flawless, and healed. It's glowing. It's repaired. My cells repair. My immune system is working all the time for me and my highest good. It's always defending me from disease. So just stop telling the story of illness. I manifested away 2 different autoimmune diseases, so you can absolutely do it too. I highly recommend checking out the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's linked in my bio under book recommendations and also in my TikTok shop if you want to check those out. But those can be really helpful. He specializes in manifesting healing. He has all of the science back behind it. I've been to 3 of his retreats. He's awesome. He's amazing. And truly, he's kind of where I started my manifestation journey. So, yeah. You said, woohoo. I mean, autocorrect. I knew what you meant. It said voodoo. And I love it. Oh, gosh. Bogo said hi from Ethiopia. Hello. I like your smile. Oh, thank you so much. Karucha said, is it stressful work situation? In a stressful work situation, do you have a quick tip? Just say that everything comes to you easily and effortlessly. Things always work out in your favor. Go to the end of whatever it is that you desire and just imagine that as the end. So just rest in the knowing that things always work themselves out. There's nothing to stress over because stress doesn't produce any results. You are the result. So decide what you want the result to be. Go into your imagination. Think of that result. Think from the consciousness. How would you think? How would you act? And how would you feel if it all worked out in the way that you wanted it to? And then just keep persisting in that knowing. Just tell that story and pay no mind to what's happening, right? So just literally persist and things are going to work out for you. Things are aligning for you. Things are working out in your favor always and always. Just say that. Somebody said, what's your camera? I like it. Everybody always asks that. It's just a phone. It's just a Samsung. I need to start filming my reels on this camera because it is better than this phone. I have 2 phones. So yes. Alpha A said, please help me manifest cheap, good seats to an NBA game. Well, go to the end and just say you got the tickets for free. Maybe you say you got them for $1. Maybe they're auctioned off. You don't really need to know the how. Just say, I got the best seats for the lowest price. I always get the best because I myself deserve nothing but the best. Download my free guide, actually. It'll help you. And just say, I got the best seats for the lowest price. It was easy. I'm sitting in the front row. I can't even believe it. I'm so thankful and grateful I'm in the front row. I have the best seats in the house. I always get nothing but the best. I get VIP treatment. I was able to get this for next to nothing. It was so easy. It was so cheap. I can't even believe it. It was the deal of a lifetime, deal of a century. So just start telling that story. Ansu said, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Phoenix said, everyone go follow her on IG at the Confidence Lab. XO. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I am her, said I'm going to manifest this retreat. Yes, come to the retreat, guys. Look at this. This is where you could be. Beautiful Indonesia. I'm going to do a few more videos maybe later this afternoon. Lepore said, what's the story behind your manifestation? What made you start doing it? I'm getting ready to get off live. I will answer that question normally. I'm going to make a video on YouTube so I can just point people to it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But it's going to take too long for me to answer because I'm trying to hop off because I need to pack up. Mel said, afternoon. You always bring amazing energy. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. I appreciate you. So do you, Mel. So thank you for being here and for contributing your positive light. Florentine said, nice. Oh, thank you so much. Smile, hello, good morning. Hola, hello, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. Are you Fijian? That's a first, no. But I'd love to go to Fiji. I would love that. That would be amazing, actually. I guess I can answer the question. So when I first started my manifestation journey, I was at a place where I really didn't love myself. I didn't trust myself. And I judged myself really, really, really hard. I had an autoimmune condition from the age of 8, and I thought that no one would ever love me, that no one ever would care about me. And it really had affected my dating. I wasn't outgoing, and I kind of just hid in the shadows. And I hit a point in 2020 where I was like, I feel like I'm up against a brick wall, and I feel like I am in prison, and it's a prison of my own design. So then I sought out something called core wound healing. This girl was talking about on Instagram. And so I did that with her, and I offer core wound healing, and I came to a place of acceptance, right? No longer judging myself. And then she also did manifestation work, so then I started working with her on that. She used a different technique. I had some success, right? There's different ways to manifest. It's whatever resonates with you. But I had a lot of trial and error. I really thought that manifesting was to think positively, and to think positively is a great thing to do. I'm a positive person, but it's about thinking intentionally. You have to think from the consciousness of having it. So it's about alignment. It's about your self-concept, which is why I have self-concept, because if you think positively, but you don't think that you're worthy and deserving of it, then you probably won't keep the manifestation, right? So it comes down to your belief in it. So do you believe? Do you know that you have it? So again, self-concept work is key. So I had some successes. You know, I was testing the law here and there, and then I finally did start to hone my skill when I found the law of assumption, and then I started to coach that. And like I said, I manifested away 2 autoimmune diseases. I manifested living in beautiful Bali, Indonesia, here now. So again, guys, you're manifesting all the time. It comes down to your identity and the story that you hold. So make sure you tell a good story. Make sure it's favorable. Make sure it's in alignment with whatever it is that you want to experience, because you truly get to have it all. You just have to decide that you get to have it all. A lot of the times we're conditioned to be humble and to play small, and that's just not true. You're divine, you're infinite, you're source, your awareness. And so align with the version of you that has your desire. Go to the end and live in the end of that. Ace said, I love when you come on, Brooke. Thanks for everything. You're so welcome. Bunja said, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Jayla, hello. How are you? Bunga, hello. Thank you guys for the follows. Nyota, thank you. Yeah, and if you do want to work with me, you can book a call with me. I have 30, 60, and 90-minute calls. So that's also an option. I'll write you a protocol. We'll uncover some hidden thinking. Somebody said, good morning, good morning. Native said, cool story. Oh, thank you so much. Or you can do the work on your own with my new self-concept course. So that's also an option. I am increasing the price of my 1-hour call, so you can book them at the current rate, as many as you want. Just letting y'all know up front. Gully said, hi, beautiful, nice to meet you. I'm from Barbados. Oh, hello. Of course you say Barbados, so I immediately think Neville Goddard. That's what I teach. He was from Barbados. Sam said, love your energy. Oh, thank you so much. Alpha A said, at first you're confident in my opinion, but now it's so beautiful. Good job. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Bunga, hello. Ezekiel said, hi. What time is it? Where I am, it's 11:12 a.m. So I'm exactly 12 hours ahead of East Coast US time now that you guys have sprung forward, which is so much easier to keep track of the time difference just because it's an even 12-12. A Fox, hello, how are you? And guys, if you want to do the work too, check the link in my bio for my free guide. It'll help you. It's called Embody the Best, How to Go from Wanting to Expecting the Best. Knowing that you get to have the best, you deserve the best. People are manifesting like crazy using that guide, like instant results. I had a few people post it to their stories on Instagram because they were like, I just manifested a free breakfast, a free manicure, getting into the club, a free hotel stay, and a lawyer, and a dream job. So it's a free guide. The link is in my bio. Oh, A Fox, hello. JMD, hello, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Any more questions on reality creation and manifestation, specifically law of assumption? Anything? Anything? Otherwise, I'll start to wind down this live if I don't get any more questions. Oh. All right, so it looks like I have no more questions. So remember that you're God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence, and that all possibilities exist, and that you get to have it all. Nothing is off limits. The only limitation is the one that you put on yourself. So go big, be delusional, and live the life of your dreams. And if you want to work with me, I offer 30, 60, and 90-minute calls, or you can do the work on your own with my self-concept course. Or if you just want daily accountability, use my 21-day protocol. It's $21. No, it's $27 for 21 days. And it's going to help you to stay in the state. You get a little mini lesson in the morning. Then you get an evening activation. So yeah, it can be really, really helpful. So definitely check the link in my bio if you need those resources. And take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.